Hello everyone, I hope you're well and welcome to another episode of the Sunday Sundowners. For those of you that don't know, it's a weekly reflection that I've been doing for about 10 to 12 weeks now, every Sunday, where we basically have a look at the past week, things we did well, things we didn't do well, why those things went the way they did, how we can improve, and just to be aware of everything going on around us and so that we can improve. So, the template that we use is the three R's, which is reflect, refresh, and restart. And so, just I'm gonna go ahead and reflect on my week. The one thing that I want to speak on was actually a conversation I had earlier this week with a few people. I'm sure if they watch this, they'll know themselves. But basically, I've been obviously reading a lot, researching a lot, and thinking on some of these things. And so, especially after the mental health video I did a few weeks ago regarding the death of one of my friends, I started to read a few studies on, suicide or some of the stuff. And so we were talking about mental health and everything. And, you know, this girl was telling me her situation. And I started to give I guess we can call it advice, but basically my opinion on the things that she had said. Now, after a long talk, she then said, "Look, um, maybe what I wanted was just for someone to hear me rather than to be told to do X, Y, Z." Right. And so basically, what I'm trying to say is that I was following a textbook approach, and maybe because it had worked with some people before, but it showed me that sometimes even if you think you know something, and even though it might be right in some scenarios, it's not always the case, and that sometimes it's better to actually just ask people. So, for example, next time when I approach a conversation based on what I learned, before you go ahead and just give advice, I might actually ask the person, so, how can I help? Do you want me to give you some advice, or would you just like, uh, me to lend you an ear, someone to listen to? I think such understanding is important. And, maybe that's not exactly how we should do things, but just to be a bit more considerate, don't just start, telling people what you think they should do, because every person's situation is different. We can't just, prescribe the same medication to everyone reporting the same symptoms. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I hope that you get what I'm trying to say. Just be a bit more thoughtful, a bit more patient, you know, be a bit slower to respond to sensitive issues. Listen first. And if you don't know how to approach it, ask the person. More often than not, I think the person actually appreciate it and would be like, okay, maybe, yeah, tell me what you think. How can I improve? But don't just rush to assume that you know everything, because no one knows everything. That was my reflection from this week, and that's what I hope to improve on, not only this coming week, but you know, I guess the rest of my life. That's the whole point of these things. Every week we learn. We need to be aiming to improve, and that's just how it is. But you refresh, get it out of your system. Now I understand that. May not necessarily be a mistake. I just didn't know. Now I've learned. So after I refreshed, then we have to restart. Start a new week tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday again. My exams start in a week actually, so I have to start getting ready for that. Christmas is coming soon. I've already seen some people putting up decorations, and it's getting to an exciting period of the year. So yeah, very exciting stuff happening. Gonna keep learning and moving along and improving. I hope that you guys are all doing the same. I hope you guys find these videos insightful. Do check out all the other ones. I'm just trying to create content that people can find insightful, interesting, and that can help them improve their lives. That's the goal, particularly young people. So yeah, join me on this journey. And even if you're not young, I'm sure maybe there's one or two things I said that maybe can get you to think of one or two things. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time, just 5 minutes. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Have a good week, and I will see you again next Sunday for another episode of the Sunday Sundowners. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Cheers.